Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to day 5 of the 5-day real estate sales and marketing audit. Today we are talking about KPIs. So we'll give everybody just a moment to join and then we will jump in and get started. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the 5-day audit. Today we're talking about KPIs. So let's go ahead and jump in and get started. So this week, we've been live every day at 10 a.m. Today is the last day of the 5-day audit. Make sure you have out your notepad, your note taker, an iPad, whatever you want to start taking down your action items. It's really helpful when I get comments, questions, or if I ask questions that people answer in the comments. That makes it a lot more interactive and engaging. So day 1, we audited your business and we did like a workbook that we designed here at REI SIFT, and we audited those 4 main components of your business: marketing, sales and lead management, operations, and KPIs. And then each of the subsequent days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we went over one of those key components. So today we're discussing KPIs. This information we're going to talk about today is helpful whether or not you are a user, but if you decide to become a user, we do have some awesome bonuses that you can get during the challenge. And the first one is that anybody who signs up for the first time can use the code 5-day audit at sign up, all capitals, the number 5-day audit at sign up, and you get $25 in free credits. Real quick before we get really started, I want to mention that you should be using our affiliate link if you're a user. We earn recurring commission for anybody that we refer into REI SIFT. So if I refer a new user into REI SIFT, I would earn 20% commission as long as they are a user. So every month I would earn 20% commission as long as they remain a paying user. So we have many members of REI SIFT or users of REI SIFT that completely pay for their membership and maybe even make some income by using our affiliate program. A couple things I want to mention in regard to that: you can refer them to the 5-day audit, and you don't get you wouldn't start earning commission when they join the 5-day audit, but if they convert to users after, you would start earning commission. To do this, you just go to your affiliate tab in REI SIFT. It's all the way at the bottom, and you select which link you want to share. And when you share it into communities and people sign up, you begin to earn commission. With that, there's also now a link for SIFT Summit. So those of you who don't know, we're having a live event in August here in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, where our home office is located, where we will be having a real estate event. So there'll be speakers, there'll be breakout sessions, there'll be time to mastermind, there'll be like exclusive dinners for people who buy the VIP tickets. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're really excited about it. And more details about who the speakers will be and all of that will be coming out soon. If you're interested in coming to the event, definitely go to this website, reisift.io/sift-summit, and definitely purchase the tickets now. And we're excited to see you there. But with that, you can also refer people to REI SIFT, and if you refer 3 new users, you get a free ticket to SIFT Summit. So we're really excited about it. We can't wait to see everybody there. And we're getting all in those planning stages, and we're really excited for what's to come with SIFT Summit. So make sure that you don't miss the chance to sign up. All right, so who am I? I'm Jessica. I'm a wife and mom. I'm in charge of customer education and customer success here at REI SIFT. I was formerly a math teacher for 7 years. And what that really enabled me to do is be able to take big ideas, big concepts, and break them down into actionable steps. So whether that is algebra when I was a teacher, or now that I work for REI SIFT, breaking down our software into actionable steps, talking about real estate investment, KPIs, whatever, into actionable steps that you can take in your business to be able to get the results that you want. So what is REI SIFT? If you're new to REI SIFT, if you're not a user yet, kind of what do we do? So our big thing is we're trying to take the luck out of real estate investing. So, a lot of times we can be lucky, like we talked about on day 2 when we talked about marketing. If we call enough people, somebody's going to want to sell their home, but it almost becomes luck at that point of who answers the phone. We want to take the luck out of it and make actionable steps and processes that get us the results we want. So once we have those processes in place, you'll be able to wake up every day and complete the tasks you need to do to move things forward. We like to say we create sales and marketing ninjas. We believe in strong education and we have a great community. So, how does REI Sift work? So, you can think of us as like your central hub. So, in REI Sift, you're able to upload your records and you have property records and number management. You're able to track your marketing, your sales and lead management, and then review deals or lost opportunity at the end. Because we log everything on an activity log, you're able to see exactly when processes occurred and you can reverse engineer that success. So, how do we make that happen? So, the first thing you do when you set up an REI account is you set up your account and upload your data. Then we integrate with our best in class services like call tools, air call, smartphone, ready mode, soon to come launch control, smarter contact, right? So we integrate with the best in class marketing partners and you will execute your marketing while tracking it in REI Sift. And as that occurs, you generate leads and sales and you track the entire deal process through REI Sift. So what this allows you to do with us as your central hub is have all the clarity, processes, and insight into your data to know exactly what's been done, when it happened, and be able to continue a specific process to drive your data through this process and generate the leads and sales that you desire. All right, so today we're really digging into the part about KPIs. All right, so we talked about those problems that we've encountered, day after day in this challenge, which is having no insight, clarity, or processes. And so, what we want to do today, specifically with KPIs, is to have the insight of our KPIs to make those data driven decisions and the clarity to know what changes or adjustments should be made in our processes based on KPIs. Right. So often we hear people say, like, I'm not getting the leads that I think I should have. My lead generation is not where it should be. So I'm just going to call more people. That's generally like what we hear. Right. And sometimes that could be the answer. You're not making enough dials or sending enough text or sending enough direct mail to get the lead generation that you want. But often there is a problem within the problem. And so we want to have the clarity to be able to find that problem within the problem. Why am I not getting the lead generation that I desire? And then lastly, have a process in place to make those results occur. If you have time, we would love for you to leave us a Trustpilot review. If you found any in this last 5 days, any value in our challenge, any value in our software, please go to this website, REI, or it's trustpilot.com/review/REI Sift. I will put it in the comments. And if you go there and leave us a review, it does make a big difference in our business and allows people to see what people accomplish with our software and trust that we're reliable. All right, so why are KPIs so important to our business? So it helps you diagnose problems within problems. So what do I mean by that when I say problems within problems? Like I said, we want to generate more leads, so we think we're just going to call 1,000 more people. But maybe the problem is, is it getting correct numbers? Are you doing all those dials and hardly getting any correct numbers? That could be a conversation problem. It could be a skip tracing problem. It could be the way that you're, just to be honest, if we're using VAs from other countries, sometimes people don't respond to the accent as well. And so we need to make sure that their conversations are going a certain way. So things like that. We want to diagnose the problems within the problems so that we can make data driven decisions instead of just saying, I'm going to call 10,000 more people. I'm going to focus in on improving my VA's call scripts, right? Or improving the way I handle my not interesteds or my leads. I want to dig into what the problem really is as to why I'm not getting the lead generation that I need. And then I adjust my processes and execute. So what KPIs should you be tracking? So there's 3 stages. And so this stage is our marketing is staged. There's some KPIs we're going to talk about in that section. The second one is market response. So once we start marketing, the response that we get. And the third is response conversion. So what was the conversion of that response, right? What were the results? So, marketing stage KPIs, when we're getting ready to start marketing, we want to talk about the cost of our marketing. We want to track that, how many prospects we will be marketing to, and how many numbers we got. So, for example, I have 1,000 prospects I'm going to put into this campaign, and there's 3,000 numbers after I skip traced. Market response, we want this is some of the things we should be tracking, some of the main things. Depending on your strategy, these may vary. And we do have a KPI webinar that I will leave in the comments after I get off live, where you can, I might have it in here, where you can see like where we broke it down by based on you're doing bulk cold calling marketing. These are the things you should track. Bulk SMS, these are the things you should track. Niche sequential, these are the things you can track. These are more general, and you would edit this based on what your campaign, what type of marketing you're doing. So some things we want to track: number of dials, how many inbound calls, how many texts we've sent, how many voicemails we left, how much direct mail. And then we should also be tracking number status. So wrong, dead, not interested, correct, and DNC numbers. And then interest status. Are they leads or not interested? We should be tracking those are property statuses. So this is some of the things we should be tracking. How many of these things are we getting in our campaigns? And then lastly, response conversion. So how many offers were made, how many contracts were signed, and how much revenue was generated. So sometimes this can feel a little bit overwhelming, right? As we're trying to track this. How am I going to track all this information? What should I be tracking? Sometimes it can get a little overwhelming. So there are some tools that we will help kind of so you can see some of the capabilities. So one is tallycount.app. It is a website, which I can show here in a second. And another one is a Chrome extension. Let me see if you can see it the way that I'm sharing my screen right now. I can't tell. Let me just share my whole screen real quick for a minute. It's gonna look weird there for a second. All right. So we have tallycount.app. So this is an actual website. Here we go. That you can go to track KPIs. And so if I go to tallycount, you can create these little icon or little counters, and you can put in what you're tracking: prospect styles, correct numbers, DNCs, deads, wrongs, and you use these to track as you're making calls. Often this will be on a separate screen. If you have two screens, you have REI SIF pulled up on one, and then you have this on another, or some people use their iPad to track tally count. Alternatively, what I like is there's also a Chrome extension called Tally Counter, which works very similarly. So as I'm in REI SIF, say I'm doing a niche campaign, I can be on the record that I'm wanting to call, and I'm gonna, let's say there's some numbers here. Let's just go to one that has one. So I'm attempting to call these numbers. And when I am marketing, I open up my tally count and I check off what I've done. Okay, I made a call, I left a voicemail, I sent a text, etc. And so this one is actually set up for my personal KPIs when I'm calling users as a customer success person at REI Sift, but it would be very similar based on these KPIs that you track. And what's really cool about this one too is you can reset them all at once, and you can export it as a CSV to copy into a CSV. So I prefer Tally Counter over the Tally Count app, but it's a preference there. I like it because it kind of pops up here and makes it a little easier where I can put in what I've been doing. All right, so those are some options. Now, what's really exciting is that later this year, we are planning to incorporate KPI tracking directly into REI Sift, and it's something that our users have wanted for a long time, and we're very excited for that. We don't have an exact date of when that will occur, but we're very excited to have it native to REI Sift. And so I have Oprah celebrating with us here. All right, so that will be coming later this year, and we can't wait. So that's some of the tools you can use. So if you're really overwhelmed, what are the 3 KPIs if you're doing phone, if you're doing dialing, that you should be tracking? How many dials you've made, how many correct numbers you've gotten, and how many leads you've qualified. Okay, so the top 3 KPIs for growth are these. And so, what KPIs will tell us the truth? really ratios, not just like the numbers. I made 1,000 dials and I got this many leads and I got this many correct numbers, but looking at the ratios or percentages between certain KPIs. So, what is my dial to correct number ratio? What percentage of my dials result in correct numbers? What's my correct number to lead ratio? What's my not interested to lead ratio? Lead to contract, contract to close. I want to dig into those ratios so I can start diagnosing the problems within problems. I'm going to just share my presentation again. Let's see. All right. So, what we can do when we have those ratios, is we can use them to diagnose the problems within problems. So, for example, on those top three KPIs that we talked about, dials, correct numbers, and qualified leads, we can input those into just like draw three boxes on a piece of paper, and let's look at the ratios between these things. So, let's say that this month I made 1,415 dials. I got 77 correct numbers and 17 qualified leads, right? So 17 people said they're interested in selling, and I decided on their lead temperature. So I want to diagnose that. I want to see the percentages or ratios between these KPIs. So dials to correct numbers. When I did 77 divided by 1,415 times 100, I got 5.4%. And then correct number to qualified leads, I got 22%. If these are my numbers, I want to look at, if I'm not getting the leads I want, if I want more than 17 leads a month, these honestly are pretty good KPIs. This is a pretty good correct number ratio, and this is a good correct number to lead ratio. But if I really want to focus on something, it seems like my correct number to qualified lead ratio is higher than my dial to correct number. So I would want to figure out, how can I get more correct numbers from my dials, would probably be my focus. And there's some things that we can look at there. Sometimes it could be the skip tracing I'm using. Often it's not. Often it's the conversations that I'm having. How am I handling those phone conversations when I get people on the phone? Someone answers, how am I handling that, right? Am I giving them an opportunity to possibly lie and say it's not them, right? So, for example, when they answer the phone, I'm saying like, "Hey, Bob, how are you doing?" Instead of like, "Hey, is this Bob?" Right? So, looking at the conversations, looking at how it's going, how they're phrasing certain things, like if they're interested in selling, like, so we're dialing in to make sure that we're getting the correct number ratio. So you want to look at this, and then you're able to focus in on what the issue might be. So some common issues with, like I talked about, with correct number issues, would be dials to correct number, would be, it could possibly be the skip tracing. It could be the conversations that you're having, because sometimes people will lie and say that they're not, like, I'm not Jessica. I don't know who you're calling for. So we have to look at the conversations that we're having as well. And then correct number to qualified lead issues. So how are we having the conversations when we do get a correct number, right? To see if they're interested in selling. Again, dialing in on those conversations. What are we doing with the not interested, for example? Because not interested should have their own follow up so that we may convert them to leads in the future. All right, I'm going to put this in the chat. If you want more information about the KPIs, and really Tyler goes over some examples live with people where they gave him their KPIs and he helped them diagnose the problem within the problems, definitely check out this webinar. Okay. And he also goes into details of, like, what KPIs should a lead manager be tracking based on their role? Which one should an acquisitions person be tracing? Marketing, based on the type of marketing they're doing. If they're doing bulk cold calling, what are we tracking? If we're doing niche sequential marketing, what should we be tracking? And so it's a little bit longer format where he really digs into some of those things. All right, so definitely check that out. And then we're kind of wrapping up for today. So look out for the homework posts in the community. What were your ratios? If you look at your last month, you tracked your dials, correct numbers, and leads. What were your ratios? And what do you think the problem within the problem is if you're not getting the results that you want? All right, so we're wrapping up for today. For the rest of the time that I am on live, I'll be wrapping up the challenge. And one last offer for the Ninja Instant Ninja bonus that we put together. So definitely, you can hop off if you want to, or stick around to hear the offer. I do just want to mention before anybody hops off, not to forget to register for SIF Summit. We're going to have that live event in August, where we'll have speakers and experts in different areas of real estate, as well as maybe some breakout sessions and some masterminding and the chance to be around our community. So definitely check out our SIF Summit and register for tickets. And if you'd like to stick around, we're going to talk real quick about our Instant Ninja bonus. It's Friday. I won't keep you guys too long. But so we designed an offer for this challenge or this audit that we've never really offered before, because when we would see people at events, when we'd have calls with people, they would often ask us like, hey, how much would you charge to set this up specifically for my needs? So I'm doing this type of marketing, I want to use REISIP for lead management, I'm coming from this software, I have this much data, this is the type of data I like to market to, and set up a specific for me, tailored to me. And when Tyler would get that question, he would say often when you have a CRM set up completely for you, it can be upwards of $5,000. So we decided to include it as part of our Instant Ninja bonus and include it with some other offers to help you get this at a value. So we would first offer our sales and marketing system creation, which is basically professional account setup. And we would gather all of your information, like your marketing strategy, and then create the account according to your specific needs and requirements, so tailored to you. Then you would have a call to go over your account and we'll teach you how to use it successfully, and then continued support through onboarding it. So we're not going to give it to you and like leave you hanging. As long as you're a business user, which for the first 3 months after this offer you would be, you could have one-on-one support calls, strategy calls, and onboarding calls. So that if there's anything that needs to adjust or isn't going according to plan, we can help you do that. If you're already an REI SIFT user, then we would do a review of your account and help you streamline it or improve the things that you want to, or add the things that you want to add into it. So if you're using REI SIFT and we have it all set up for you, you should be able to generate the leads based on those problems you want to solve. You'll be able to wake up every day and complete the tasks that you need to. Now, that said, you still have to be consistent and log in every day and complete those tasks. Sometimes people have the entire system set up, but if you're not logging in and completing the tasks, you're not going to move forward, right? So you have to be consistent. You'll stop wasting money on reskip tracing owners. You'll never have that problem again. You won't spend money and not know where it's going. You won't fall behind in your tasks if you're being consistent. You won't ever guess why you lost the deal or what went wrong or what went right, because you'll have that clarity and insight in your data to know exactly what your processes were and what occurred over time using your activity log. So another part of this bonus that we're going to include is that you get 3 months of the business plan for free. That is our highest tier of plan. So that's an $897 value for the 3 months for free. And you're able to upload 25,000 records per month, have up to 15 users, up to 30 numbers per record, have inbound and outbound integrations. And then, like I talked about, you have those one-on-one support calls, strategy calls, and onboarding calls. And then any of our customizations like sequences, filter presets, custom statuses, SIF line boards, all the things that you've seen throughout this challenge are unlimited on the business plan. If you already have an account, you can still take advantage of this. We'll either upgrade to business for 3 months for free or extend your billing if you're already business for 3 months. Whether you're annual or professional, we would go over the details, but you would get 3 months on that business plan for free. You also get premium onboarding when your business plan. So that would be in your first 90 days. We would do customized training, personalized support, tailored implementation. Now, with this, your account would be fully set up, but we would make sure that it's going the way you want, help you adjust anything that needs to be adjusted, and make sure you understand how to use your account during that 90 days. You also get access to all of our training for free. So we have a learning center. Our most popular challenge or course now that it's pre-recorded is our Data to Dollars challenge, where we go over setting up an account from blank all the way through operations, right? So we go over the entire process and help you set up your account like a ninja. So if you can't take advantage of the Instant Ninja bonus, you can also just purchase our Data to Dollars challenge and see it get set up like as I do it live on the videos. They're pre-recorded now though. All right. And then you also get all of our other courses. We have a deep prospect research video, KPI masterclass, lead management blueprint, deal analysis, which includes an offer calculator, and a whole state real estate business essentials course. So all of that is worth over $10,000 when you add up the price tags, but you can get it today for a little under $3,000, $2,997. I will put this link in the chat. It's definitely a great value if you're able to take advantage of it, to have the account completely set up for you. This is some of the first times that we've offered this bonus, and it's a newer bonus because it includes those things. All right, here's some of what people have said about REI Sift. Again, if you have time, please leave us a Trustpilot review. You can see the website there at the bottom. It does make a big difference in our business. So if you found any value in the software, in the free challenge, and any of the trainings or our community, we would love for you to leave us a review. If you've messaged support and had a great experience, please go and leave us a review. It does make a big difference in our business to get those reviews. All right, so you have a decision to make. Are you going to stick to the same say and spray and pray tactics, or do you want improved and targeted marketing and sales and lead management? Here is some of the things people have had to say about REI Sift and the way it's made a difference in their business. I just want to get to these fast action bonuses. So if you're able, you can bookmark the bonus and claim it anytime. But if you're one of the first people to claim it this month, then you get some of these fast action bonuses, including migration services. So if you've been using another CRM and you want to come over and start using REI Sift as your CRM, we can walk you through downloading your data from your current CRM, and we will help you upload it into REI Sift. You also get that SOP example index that I showed on Thursday, yesterday. It's just an example of some of the ones that you may want to have created. And the ones that are blue, I do have an example SOP link. So you'd be able to make a copy of this and make a copy of the SOPs and then edit them specifically for your business. I probably will, as time allows, I hope to update and add more linked examples. And so this, you'll make a copy to use it in your business, but you would still have that live link and you'd be able to make a copy and see any updates that are added to it. You also get our awesome Sift Ninja t-shirt and our brand new sweatshirts that say REI Sift Real Estate Ninja on the back. All right. These sweaters are very comfortable. I like them a lot. And, they get a lot of comments. I wore it to the grocery store and people were asking me, what does it mean you're a real estate ninja? So then you get a chance to, tell them about your business, offer to buy their house, that kind of stuff. All right. Again, there is the website. Please take advantage of it if you're able. We really look forward to working with you one-on-one and getting your account set up the way that you'd love it to be. All right. Today we're done with the challenge. We'll be live again next month. It's always going to be the second Monday unless something else is going on that month. So next month it should be June 12th. I'll double check, but it will be early June next month. We'll be live again if you'd like to join and audit your business again. And the recordings are always stored in our Facebook events if you'd like to go back and watch the old recordings. Again, don't forget about your affiliate link. Remember, if you get 3 new users into REI Sift before SIFT Summit, you can get a free ticket to SIFT Summit. Don't miss the chance to come and meet Tyler and the entire team and, learn from experts that will be speaking and breakout sessions that we'll have. Not to mention, Fort Walton Beach, Florida is very beautiful. And so you get to go to a real estate event right on the beach. All right. Again, if you're not already a user, please use this code when you sign up, 5-day audit, and you'll get $25 in free credits when you sign up. All right, y'all, that's it. Unless we have any questions, concerns, comments, we're going to hop off for the day. And I look forward to seeing you in the community. Email me anytime if you have any questions, Jessica@reisift.io. And I will see you in the next one.